Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to tie a Perdigon nymph. This is a little red body one. It's got a little orange hot spot at the top, just to catch the fish's attention when it's in the water. The good thing about Perdigons is there's no hackle or dubbing to slow its sink rate, so they do get down pretty fast to the fish. Seem to do pretty well as well, so let's tie it. Thread, I'm just using some yellow silk, and I'll start off by tying in behind the bead and working my way back just before the bend. I'll trim off that excess. For the tail, I'm using Coq de Leon, and I want about 6 tail and fibres from it. Make sure they all paired up. There's one, just that should be alright. Just measure it up to the length of the hook shank and just tie that in. A few turns should do it, and trim off the excess. Right, so the rib, I'm using just a black wire. This is just a hen's wire, and I'll just pull off a little length and I'll tie that in just into the bead slot. Work my way back. For the body, I'm using hen's body quills. This is in red. Quite like these body quills. They make nice bodies on nymphs. I use them a lot on dries as well, especially this red colour. I use them on the spinners. So just wrap that around your thread and tie that down. Work your thread back up to the bead and leave it there. Now we'll start wrapping the body up, the body quill. Just making sure you cover the whole the hook shank when you're working your way up. Just once you're there, just come in and tie that off. And you're cutting it, try and get as close as you can so there's nothing sticking out when you put your UV resin on. Right, so the rib, I want about 4 turns of this black wire. Tail's just got caught up in it. That should do it. I'll come in and tie that down. Spin it off. Now for the hot spot, I'm just using a Glow Bright number 5. This is orange. And just cut a little piece off. You don't need too much. Just wrap this around your thread, double it up, and tie that in. And spin it around, covering the whole of the thorax portion. Go in and tie that off. Again, when you're cutting this, try and get as close as you can. That should be about right. Right, now come in and just give it a little whip finish. 3 or 4 turns, whatever suits you. Tie that down. Come in and trim off your thread. I'm using Gulf Thin Man UV resin. Just the thinner the better. You don't want a bulky body on these, you want it nice and tapered up. So I just put a generous amount on and just try and work it into all the body. Just try and taper it up as you're going up. Once you're happy, a little touch there. Once you're happy, just keep it spinning so you don't get any bulky bits, so it all stays nice and firm. Go in and set that. Doesn't take long to set that stuff. Now for the wing case, again I'm using Gulf. This is Black Magic. It's up to you. You could either put it on the top of the hook, but with these being tied on a jig hook, it's mostly going to be fishing like that. I know it's going to be wafting about in the current, so it's going to be all different angles, but most of the time with the jig hooks it's going to be fishing this way, so I like to put it underneath. So just get a small bit and put that on. You don't need too much, just let it sink in like so. Just come in and set that. The black resin does take a little bit longer than the clear, so just a few more seconds just to set it. And that's it. That's your red perdigon nymph. Like I say, it's worked pretty well for me. They are good because they get straight down to the fish, so definitely worth having in your box. Thanks for watching. See you next time.